A very warm welcome, student, in the another session of mathematics. Today I am going to discuss another identity which is based on the product of sum and difference of two terms. Suppose we are given with the two terms a and b. The first algebraic expression has the sum of these two terms, that is a plus b, and another algebraic expression has the difference of these two terms, that is a minus b, and we are finding the product. If we do not have any sign between the two brackets, then it is multiply. So we are multiplying a plus b and a minus b, so that is equal to a square minus b square. So whenever you find the two terms, once with the addition sign, once with the subtraction sign, the answer is going to become the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. The second term will have negative sign, and what that second term will be, whichever the term has negative sign in the algebraic expression will come on in the second term. So this way we learnt a new identity, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now we'll solve a few questions based on this identity. So I consider a question that is 1.2m plus 0.2n, 1.2m minus 0.2n. So what we are going to write in the solution? The first term is 1.2m, so I am writing 1.2m whole square. As negative sign is with 0.2, so I write that part secondly, so that becomes 0.2n whole square. Now we do the square of this term. 12 square is 144, and decimal we'll put after two places. So that becomes 1.44m square minus square of 2 is 4, and we have decimal after one place, so that will become 0.2 into 0.2, decimal after two places. So we write 0.04 n square. So this is the answer. I consider another question, that is 6m upon 11n plus 3p by 4q. And here we have the same two terms. Now the negative sign is with 3p and 4q. So whenever we have such case, both the terms, once with the plus sign and once with the negative sign, and we are finding the product of these two expressions, then we write the square of the first term. So that becomes 6m upon 11n whole square minus sign and the square of the second term, that becomes 3p upon 4q whole square. Children, will write the second term, that term which has negative sign along with it. So 3p and 4q has negative sign, so we write that secondly. Square of 6 is 36 m square, 11 square is 121, n square is n, minus sign will put 9, 3 square is 9, so we write 9p square, 4 square is 16, so we write 16q square. So this way we are finding the solution. Now I discuss one more variety of such question. We have now three expressions. First expression, we can find it out easily. Both the terms are the same, once with addition and once with a subtraction sign. So first we will solve the product. We will find the product of first two terms firstly. So x plus 2 into x minus 2 will give you x whole square minus 2 whole square. Another bracket we have x square plus 4. That third term will write as it is. Now this will become x square minus 2 square is 4, and the next bracket is we have x square plus 4. Now we find again the first term and the second term are same, once with the addition sign and once with the subtraction sign. So we write the first square of the first term, that becomes x square whole square. Now first term is not x, it is x square. So we write x square to the power 2. Negative sign was with minus, so we write that secondly. So we write minus sign and square of 4. So x square is x to the power 4 minus 4 square is 16. Now I discuss one more variety of such question. We have m minus 2n, and here in place of m we have 2m, and in place of 2n we have 4n. So what is common to the two terms in the second bracket? We find 2 is common. So firstly we write the common part out. So we write m minus 2n as it is into 2, we take it out common. So what we are left with? We are left with m plus 2n. Okay, now we write 2 in front and we get m, and I write the positive part firstly, that is m plus 2n, and then the expression which has negative sign. See, in multiplication, if we change the order of the multiplication, it does not make any change, because we learn that commutative property holds good for multiplication. So 2 we write as it is. Now we have m plus 2n and m minus 2n. So what we do, we write the square of m minus sign and square of 2n. So that will give you m square minus 2n square is 4n square. So this way we write the answer line. Or you can multiply 2 inside the bracket also, that is also correct. 2m square minus 8n square. Both the ways you can leave your answer. I consider one more question for you. It is m square by 15 minus p square by 5, m square by 3 plus p square. So p square has 5 in the denominator and this m square has 15 in the denominator. 5 and 15, what is common to both? That is 5. So I take 1 by 5 out from the first bracket, that is the first expression. And what is left now? M square. 15 into 3 is 5. 5 is out. So we are left with the 3 minus p square. We took out 1 by 5 common from the first expression. Second expression we write as it is. That is m square by 3 plus p square. Now we find it is the sum of the two terms and the difference of the same two terms. So what we write? I write 1 by 5 out. Now the square of the first term, so that becomes m square by 3 whole square minus p square to the power 2. We solve it. So that becomes m to the power 4, 3 square is 9, minus p to the power 4. Either you can leave your answer here or you can multiply 1 by 5 inside the bracket. So if I will multiply, what you are going to get? M by 4, 9 5 is 45, minus p to the power 4 by 5. In the next question, we have to use the identity to find the product of 34 and 26. As you know very well how to find the product of 34 into 26, but we have to find it here by applying the identity. So in place of 30, can we write 30 plus 4? And in place of 26, can we write 30 minus 4? So I replace 34 with 30 plus 4 and 26 with the 30 minus 4. So now we have a plus b and a minus b. We have the two terms, one's with the addition sign and one's with the subtraction sign. So what we write? The square of the first term minus the square of the second term. So that becomes 3 square is 9, 10 square is 100, so it becomes 900. 16 square is, 4 square is 16, so it becomes 900 minus 16. If you subtract 900 minus 16, that will give you 884. In the starting, you'll find why to apply the identity. When we multiply, we can multiply these two numbers very easily, children. It's very easy right now for you to multiply, but it's very applicable in your competitive exams and when we are given with the larger numbers. So this way we learn the correct usage and it makes our task easier also. Now we learn to use the identity once again. It is given with us 14.7 into 15.3. So we know there is a difference and the sum of the two numbers. So if in place of 14.7, can we write 15 minus 0.3? And in place of 15.3, can we write 15 plus 0.3? Now it will give you 15 square minus 0.3 whole square. 15 square we know it's 225. 3 square is 9 and decimal after 2 places, so that becomes 0.09. Now we solve these two, so what we'll get? We'll get 224.91. This is 9, children. Hope you have understood it. I consider one more question of the same type, that is 6 whole 4 by 5 into 9 whole 1 by 5. So firstly we convert these two mixed fractions into improper fractions. So you'll get 5 6 are 30, 34 by 5 into 9 5 is 45 and 1 46 by 5. We multiply the denominator. 5 into 5 is 25, so I write 1 by 25. In place of this 34, can we write 40 minus 6? And in place of 46, can we write 40 plus 6? Now again we apply the identity, so that becomes 40 whole square minus 6 whole square. So that becomes 1 by 25. 40 square is 4 square is 16 and 10 square is 100, so that becomes 1600 minus 6 square is 36. Now we subtract 1600 minus 36, that will give you 1564 upon 25. As this is an improper fraction, so we'll convert into a mixed fraction, so that will become 62 whole 14 by 25. Children, I have explained you all type of questions in this exercise. It's available. So what you have to do, exercise 13b, each question has 4 subparts. You are going to do last 2 subparts of each question, and then question number 6 and 7 you are going to do all the subparts. The work is too easy. Hope you can do it very quickly. Thank you, children. Have a good day.